rancia.
That's not true. I asked him maybe we can do the testimonies to the end because most of the stuff is kind of said already.
Quería decir que dejara el testimonio para el último porque ya había hecho todo lo que...
I have my own private translator. Amen. I wanted to say, see, we have different helpers that help us, right? And the Lord is lifting up helpers.
Tenemos diferentes ayudantes.
Dios se está levantando, ¿verdad? Y eso es bueno, porque la palabra que traigo hoy, as I was meditating and seeing the church kind of full,
Como estaba meditando y viendo la iglesia que está llena,
I was already nervous before.
estaba nerviosa.
I'm more nervous than you can say.
Estoy muy nerviosa, no se imaginan.
More because, well, I see different people, I see new people,
Y más porque miro gente nueva, diferente,
and I see people that are close to me,
y miro a personas que son muy cercanas a mí,
people that I've been praying for.
personas que yo he estado orando por ellas.
And this word that God gave me,
Y esta palabra que el Señor me ha dado,
it's concerning those people that are close to me,
se trata de esas personas que están cerca de mí,
people that I've been praying for,
que he estado yo orando por ellos,
you church,
y en la iglesia,
and more us church.
y así como la iglesia.
Because Pastor kind of touched a lot of my points.
El pastor tocó muchos de mis puntos,
And I've been working all this week on my notes.
y he estado trabajando toda esta semana en mis notas,
And because I'm those persons that has to write everything down,
soy una de esas personas que tengo que apuntar todo,
point by point,
punto por punto,
and then I go and I write again,
y me voy y
and
escribo
then I go
otra vez,
and take away.
y me voy y quito.
But the Lord last night kept telling me it's not about points and your I's and your T's.
Pero anoche el Señor me decía, no se trata de puntos, ni de tus ojos, ni de los dientes,
It's what's in your heart.
es lo que está en tu corazón,
It's the word that I have given you,
es la palabra que yo te he
and the word that
dado,
I have given to the church.
y la palabra que le he dado a la iglesia.
I've heard people,
He estado,
he oído gente,
he oído gente
say
diciendo
that I'm very, very blunt in how I speak.
que soy muy directa en cómo hablo,
And sometimes when I'm done speaking,
y cuando termino de hablar,
I'm always saying I'm not mad.
y siempre estoy diciendo, no estoy enojada,
It's not that I'm mad,
no es que estoy
or I'm
enojada,
not mad.
no estoy enojada,
It's that the word,
es que el trabajo,
the message
la palabra, el mensaje
that the Lord has given me,
que el Señor me ha dado,
it's a word that needs to be taken.
es una palabra que debe tomarse.
It needs to be, it needs to make, that seed needs to have fruit out of it.
Es esa palabra, esa semilla que debe de dar fruto.
And sometimes I feel,
Y a veces me siento
and I see
y miro,
people just hearing it
las personas que nada más la
and
oyen
not applying it to their
y no
lives.
la aplican a sus vidas.
And that gives me that jealousy
Y eso me da un celo
to the Lord.
hacia el Señor.
Fear of the Lord, respect of the Lord,
Un miedo y respeto al Señor
that we need to take that we can't take for granted
que no podemos estar
what
jugando.
He went and did for us in the
Lo
cross.
que Él fue hizo por nosotros.
And we have to loot it.
Y tenemos que hacerlo.
We have to loot it. Hemos devuelto lo que dicho, what Pastor said. Se desolvió.
Se disolvió
The value
el valor
of what Jesus Christ came and did in the cross
lo
for
que el
us.
Señor hizo en la cruz.
Because we know
Porque
about Him,
sabemos de Él,
but we don't know Him
pero no lo
intimately.
conocemos a Él.
We all know what He has done,
Todos sabemos lo que Él ha
but
hecho,
we don't take time
pero no tomamos
to
el
really
tiempo
know what He has really done for us.
para realmente saber lo que Él ha hecho por nosotros.
And what God really has really touched me in
Lo que realmente me ha llegado
during all these months
todos estos meses,
of everything that is going on in this world.
de todo lo que está pasando en este mundo,
And one question that kept popping in my mind,
y una pregunta que está constante en mi mente,
and this question is for you too.
y esta pregunta es para ti también.
Are you living or just existing?
¿Estás viviendo o solamente existiendo?
There's difference, living and existing.
Hay diferencias en vivir y existir.
I want you to ask yourself this question today.
Quiero que se pregunten esta pregunta.
Ask yourself that. Are you living
¿Están viviendo
or are you
o
existing?
existiendo?
Let me tell you what existing is.
Déjenme les digo lo que es
Because that
existir.
question God was asking me.
Porque esa pregunta Dios me la hacía.
You see me.
Ustedes me miran.
You see me as pastor's wife,
Me miran como la esposa del pastor,
as your sister,
como su hermana,
as pastor.
como pastora.
But do you really see me?
Pero realmente me miran
What's inside me?
lo que tengo por dentro,
What I am in my house.
lo que soy en mi hogar.
The only one that sees me completely
El único que me mira
is
completamente
God.
es Dios.
And He sees you.
Y Él te mira a ti.
And He asks me,
Y Él me pregunta,
are you really living for me?
¿realmente estás viviendo
Or are
para
you just
mí?
really existing?
¿O solamente estás existiendo?
Are you existing just to be the wife,
¿Estás viviendo solo
The
para
mother,
ser la esposa, la
the
madre,
sister,
la hermana,
the daughter?
la hija?
Or are you living
¿O estás viviendo?
to be a daughter of the mighty?
Estás viviendo para ser una hija del Señor, con
And he asked me,
poderoso. Y Él me pregunta,
are you just going through the day with barely a smile?
¿estás solamente yendo los días con una sonrisa?
Or are you just turning up every day and collecting a paycheck?
¿O solamente estás viviendo todos los días para colectar un cheque?
Are you just wandering aimlessly through life?
¿O estás
Caminando nomás.
caminando nomás?
Are you just being self-absorbed and suspicious of others' motives?
¿O estás solamente siendo sorprendida, absorbiendo de cualquier motivo?
¿Estás solo absorbiendo solo lo tuyo o estás sospechosa de los motivos de otras personas?
Are you suspicious of your reading or? Okay,
Are you putting a wall around your heart that no one can break through?
¿Estás poniendo un muro alrededor de tu corazón para que nadie pueda entrar?
Are you just procrastinating?
¿O estás nada más
Lo que están haciendo.
haciendo,
What would you say procrastinating? Hesitating and squandering the opportunity to make a difference.
deseando realmente lo que el Señor te da?
Estás esperando o estás diciendo hasta mañana lo hago o no lo hago o ahí se va. Do you feel in this category? Anybody here?
¿Ustedes algunos se sienten bajo esta categoría?
You don't have to raise your hand,
No tienen que levantar la mano,
but most of us are guilty of that.
pero muchos son culpables de esto.
And more now,
Y más ahora,
what's going on in this world?
lo que está pasando en este
All these
mundo,
earthquakes, all these hurricanes,
todos estos terremotos,
everything that's going around, what the media is saying.
lo que toda la televisión dice.
Because that fear, Pastor was talking about fear
El pastor no hablaba del miedo, el temor,
coming in our lives.
viniendo y llegando a nuestras vidas.
And that came into me when God was asking me, are you existing
Y eso vino a mí, que Dios me dice, ¿estás viviendo
or are you living?
o estás existiendo?
And He took me to Philippians. So let's open the Bibles in Philippians
Y me llevó a Filipenses
4.
4,
Chapter 4, verse 4.
4, Filipenses 4, 4.
As He took me to this word, and I was analyzing my life
Como me llevó esta palabra y estaba analizando mi vida,
and everything I do, and
en todo lo que hago
I work for,
y trabajo,
I sometimes lose my focus
a veces pierdo mi enfoque.
because I'm very try to be very organized,
Trato de ser muy organizada
and a lot of times I want everything to be my way.
y muchas veces quiero que sea hecho a mi manera.
And Pastor and I always bump heads on certain times.
Y el pastor muchas veces topamos
And he pushes me.
y él me empuja
He pushes me so much
y él me empuja bastante
to be up here to speak to you,
para estar aquí arriba
to speak
hablando,
the word that God gives me.
para hablarles la palabra que el Señor me
And
da.
sometimes you're like, well, I can't. You're my husband. You're so big.
Y a veces le digo, no puedo, tú eres el pastor, no puedo.
So I have to leave. I have to like literally leave myself and saturate myself with the word of God and His presence.
Literalmente a veces tengo que empaparme en la palabra,
because sometimes I try to please the wrong people
porque hay veces que quiero complacer a las personas
and
equivocadas
and question myself
y me cuestiono
in the word that God gives me
en la palabra que
and what I
Dios
have to say.
y lo que tengo que
If I
hacer.
said it correctly,
Si lo digo
if I said it too bluntly, if I said it judgmentally, if I'm judging, if I'm hurting someone.
o si estoy lastimando a alguien.
And all that, as I was thinking of that, it brought me to this: existing or living.
Y pensando en todo esto me trajo esto,
And the Lord
viviendo o
gave-
existiendo.
And the Lord gave me this word,
Y el Señor me dio esta palabra
and it starts with rejoice in the Lord always.
y empieza regocijaos en el Señor siempre.
I will say it again: rejoice.
Lo voy a volver a decir, regocijaos.
Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near.
Nuestra gentileza sea conocida de todos los hombres, el Señor está cerca.
Do not be anxious about anything,
Por nada estéis afanados,
but in everything, by prayer and petition,
pero sean conocidas vuestras peticiones delante de Dios.
with thanksgiving, present your request to God.
En toda oración y luego con acción de gracias.
And the peace of God will transcend all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus.
Y la paz de Dios, que sobrepasa todo entendimiento, guardará vuestros corazones y vuestros pensamientos en Cristo Jesús.
Finally, brothers,
Por lo demás, hermanos,
whatever is true,
todo lo que es verdadero,
whatever is noble,
todo lo que es honesto,
whatever is right,
todo lo que es justo,
whatever is pure,
todo lo puro,
whatever is lovely,
todo lo amable,
whatever is admirable,
todo lo que es de buen nombre,
if anything is excellent or praiseworthy,
si hay virtud alguna, si hay algo digno de
think about such things.
de alabanza en este pensamiento.
Whatever you have learned
Lo que aprendéis
or received or heard from me
y recibéis y oísteis
or seen in me,
y visteis en mí,
put it into practice.
esto hacer.
And the God of peace will be with you.
Y Dios de paz estará con vosotros.
Amen.
Amén.
And when
Aleluya.
I read this, and Lord, what really brought burden to my heart
Lo que trajo carga a mi corazón
is whatever you have learned or received or heard from me
es lo que has oído o has hecho en mí
or seen in me, put it into practice.
o pecado en mí, pongo en práctica.
And the God of peace will be with you.
Y el Señor estará contigo.
I decided to live this time,
Yo decidí vivir esta vez,
but really live for who has died for me in the cross.
pero realmente vivir por quien ha muerto por mí en la cruz.
Sometimes I've done what I've done because I've been told to do it.
Muchas veces he hecho cosas porque me han hecho que las haga.
You know, I come from a Catholic background,
Yo vengo de una familia católica
and sometimes for you it's tradition,
y hay a veces que son es tradición
and you're being told you need to go to church.
y tienes dicho que tienes que ir a la iglesia.
But this time I'm on another part. I'm a Christian. I'm a follower of Christ, a true believer of Christ.
Esta vez es diferente. Yo soy cristiana y una seguidora verdadera de Cristo.
I have a true relationship with Christ.
Tengo una relación verdadera con Cristo.
I no longer live, but Christ lives in me.
No, yo no vivo en mí, mas Cristo vive en
So
mí.
I shouldn't just be assisting,
So yo no debo
I
estar
should just be walking.
existiendo o caminando
just walking barely with a smile,
o caminando con la
worried
preocupada,
about if my bills are going to get paid,
preocupada si mis
worried if things are going to be taken care of,
si todo va a ser encargado,
if what is going on in this world
lo que está pasando en
is going
este
to bring
mundo
fear to me.
va a traer
to my
temor
family.
a mi familia,
Where's my family going?
a dónde va a ir mi
What's going to
familia,
happen?
qué va a pasar.
No, I need to rejoice.
No, tengo que
I need to
gozar
rejoice and know that God is with me.
y saber que Él está conmigo.
That He's always been with me. That He's my provider.
Que es mi proveedor.
That He's never left me and forsaken
No se me ha
me.
dejado ni a
So I'm speaking out of my heart today. Estoy hablando de mi corazón.
Está hablando de su corazón.
Because this is what God gave me.
Porque es lo que el Señor le ha dado.
Ugly times are coming. But it's not for you to fear.
pero no hay que
Because he says, I'm with you.
porque Él dice,
And I'll always be with you.
y siempre
It's for you to
estaré contigo.
rejoice.
So, es tiempo de
It's for you to know, yes, Lord, you're coming. And you're looking for a remnant.
Estamos buscando un
Remanente.
revivamiento.
He's looking
Él está
for a
viendo
church.
por una
A
iglesia
church that's going to wake up
que va a despertar,
and say, I'm not only going to church because I have to go to church.
que diga, solamente voy a la iglesia porque tengo que ir.
I'm going to church because I serve a mighty God.
Estoy en la iglesia porque tengo que
Because I know what he did for me. Because if tribulation and storms come to my way,
porque tribulaciones vienen por mi camino
he's going to make me seek through.
y Él me va a
He's going to make me walk through
y Él
them.
me va a
He's going to
llevar.
make me stand up.
Y me va a
He ain't going to let me
levantar.
fall.
Y no
And
me
if he
deja
lets me
caer.
fall, guess what? He's going to pick me up.
Me caigo en él.
He's going to pick me up. Él me va a levantar. But you know what happens as human beings?
¿Sabe lo que pasa?
We
Como
want to
seres
see
humanos,
him.
lo queremos ver,
We want to touch him.
lo queremos tocar.
We always want to assume.
Siempre queremos creer,
And I'm
asumir.
always assuming.
Siempre estoy asumiendo,
But this time I said I'm leaving that behind.
pero esta vez digo,
Because it's not about him.
porque no
It's not about him being the
no
pastor.
se trata del Señor
It's not
pastor.
about him taking the house in control.
No se trata de él.
It's about my relationship with Christ.
Se trata de mi relación con Cristo.
I told you I come from a Catholic home.
Les digo, vengo de
I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters.
una
Tengo 4 hermanos y 2 hermanas. I'm the oldest.
soy la más mayor,
I'm the oldest.
soy la mayor.
And I'm not treated as the oldest.
Y no soy tratada como la mayor.
Maybe probably because when I come to them now,
Tal vez porque cuando vengo con ellos,
they feel that I'm there to judge.
ellos piensan que estoy ahí
Or
para
I'm there
juzgar,
to push Christ in
para
them.
escucharles a Cristo a ellos.
In no way am I doing that.
Y no estoy haciendo eso.
I love them, each and every one of them with all my heart.
Los amo a cada uno de ellos con todo mi corazón.
And I'm happy today
Y estoy feliz hoy
because I have one of my brothers here.
porque uno de mis hermanos está aquí.
And you know when we come together,
Cuando nos reunimos,
they make fun of me.
ellos me hacen burla.
Always making fun of me.
Siempre me hacen
And they
burla.
always say, here she comes.
Dicen, ay, ahí
She's
viene.
gonna tell me
Ya sé que me va a decir.
I shouldn't be drinking.
No debo estar
I shouldn't be
tomando.
smoking.
No debo estar fumando.
How do you think that makes me feel?
¿Cómo creen que eso me hace sentir?
I feel rejected.
Me feo
But the
rechazado.
only one that brings that into your mind is the enemy.
Pero lo único que te trae es
But my Lord said no.
Pero mi Señor
You're
dice
like
que
a
no.
little spark in them.
Eres como
And little by
una chispa.
little, I will do what needs to be done.
Y poco a poco voy a
When
hacer
you
yo lo
what?
que
You're
tengo que hacer.
practicing me. Put your practice in me.
Pero tú practicas en mí.
What does it say? Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or even seen in me, put it to practice.
El Señor dice, lo que tú has hecho, escuchado, ponlo por
I
práctica.
no longer tell them anything.
Yo ya no les digo nada.
I stay quiet.
Me quedo callada.
I separate a little bit.
Me he
I join
separado un
them.
poco.
I go to their house.
Sí me reúno y
But
voy
guess who's doing it?
a la casa.
The Lord. Little by little.
¿Quién cree que lo hace?
But a lot of us give up so easily.
Pero muchos nos damos por vencidos muy
A
fácilmente.
lot of us seek other things when we see it not happening.
Muchos buscan otras cosas cuando no ocurre lo que quieres.
So today,
Pero hoy,
I said I'm gonna live.
yo dije, voy a vivir,
I'm gonna find joy
voy a encontrar
and
gozo
humor in my surroundings.
y divertir a mi alrededor.
I'm gonna work with passion
Voy a trabajar con pasión
and enthusiasm.
y entusiasmo.
I'm gonna put goals,
Voy a ponerme metas.
but those goals are centered in Christ.
Pero esas metas están centradas en Cristo.
I'm gonna help to develop
Voy a ayudar a comenzar algo
because I'm gonna invest in others
porque voy a invertir en otros.
and I'm gonna help them to develop them to their full potential.
Y los voy a ayudar a levantarse a su potencial.
I'm gonna live
Voy a vivir
myself vulnerable to love
verbalmente a amar
with all its highs and lows.
con las altas y con las bajas.
You know, sometimes
A veces
it's very hard
es muy difícil
when you speak to people
cuando hablas a la
and
gente
you tell them that Christ is good,
y les dices
that Christ can change,
que Cristo es bueno,
that He
que
can transform.
cambia y que transforma,
and they decide to go the other way.
y ellos deciden ir por el otro camino.
But that's their choice.
Pero eso lo escogen ellos.
Because what am I going to do?
Pero ¿qué voy a hacer yo?
I'm going to go straight to God.
Voy a ir directamente al
And
Señor.
God is going to take care of it.
Y Él se va a encargar.
So that question that I made to you today,
So, esa pregunta que les hice,
what are you going to do? Are you just going to live or are you going to exist?
¿qué van a hacer? ¿Van a vivir o van a existir?
I decided to live.
Yo he
So
decidido vivir.
I don't know about you, sinner or faith.
Yo no sé
Do you want to live or do you want to exist?
¿Quieren vivir o
Do
quieren
you want to
existir?
bring people from out there?
¿Quieren traer gente de afuera
To live?
para vivir?
You don't know, just don't want to be a regular church.
No quieren ser simplemente una iglesia regular.
You want a church full of the Christ in us.
Quieren ser una iglesia
Evidence of the Holy Spirit.
llena de Espíritu
Truly
Santo,
evident.
llena de
That when we
verdad.
stand,
Que donde
we
nos
say that
paramos,
Christ is with us.
decimos que Cristo está
That
con
He can't,
nosotros.
that if He's with us,
Si Él está con
who
nosotros,
can be against us?
¿quién contra nosotros?
That if problem arises,
Si un problema se levanta,
we're standing firm,
estamos parados firmes
believing
y creyendo
that He's our provider.
que Él es nuestro
We're no
proveedor.
longer going to live in that same circle,
Que no más vamos a
going
vivir en un
around
círculo.
in the
Dando
same
vueltas
problems, in the same
en los
situations.
mismos problemas, la misma situación.
We're going to get out of that.
Nos vamos a salir de
We're going to
eso.
live in what?
Vamos a vivir en qué?
In blessings.
En bendiciones.
In blessings.
Bendiciones.
I want you to stand up today.
Quiero que se paren hoy.
I wasn't going to speak that much
Me van a cantar así. Amén, aleluya.
because really what God is putting in my heart
Realmente lo que el Señor ha puesto en mi corazón,
is that we shouldn't fear.
que no debemos de temer,
The tribulation will come.
las tribulaciones van a
Yes,
venir.
we hear the news
Sí, oímos las noticias
and we hear the news pastors saying is it the end of the world?
y oímos las noticias diciendo que va a ser el fin del mundo.
It's not the end of the
No
world.
es el fin del mundo,
It's the coming of our Father.
es la venida de nuestro Señor.
Are you ready for the coming of your Father?
¿Están listos para la venida del Señor?
Without fear.
Sin temor.
Are you?
¿Están?
This is not to bring fear.
No es para traer
This is to
temor.
be ready.
Esto es
To know that He's looking for a church without wrinkles and stains.
es para que estemos listos sin manchas ni
And
arrugas.
He's ready. We still got those wrinkles and those things.
Y si todavía tenemos esas manchas
He's
y
giving us
arrugas,
that opportunity
nos está dando la
to
oportunidad
realize that we need Him
de realizar
and that He needs to come and
que
clean us.
Él viene a limpiarnos.
If you don't know who Jesus Christ is,
Si ustedes no saben quién es Cristo Jesús,
who here does not know who Jesus Christ is?
aquí quién no sabe quién es Cristo Jesús,
Or what He did for us on the cross?
por lo que Él hizo por nosotros en la cruz.
And if we do,
Y si no sabemos,
then we know who are we with.
so nosotros sabemos con quién estamos.
Jonathan,
Jonathan, Jonathan,
can you please play the song that you were singing with your dad?
Oh.
gracias.
Te alabamos, Señor. Let's close our eyes
Vamos a cerrar nuestros ojos.
and let's meditate.
Vamos a meditar.
If we've been living or we've been existing.
Si estamos viviendo o solo existiendo.
That we're just walking.
Si estamos solo caminando. Pues,
I have two examples in the Bible
tengo dos ejemplos en la Biblia.
that were only just one that walked with Christ.
Y solo uno lleva esto.
And for you to see exactly what I mean with living and existing.
Para que ustedes vean realmente qué es existir y vivir.
You know Judas,
Judas,
what did he do? He sold Jesus, right?
él vendió a Cristo.
And when he sold him,
Cuando lo vendió,
he had an opportunity
él tuvo la
to
oportunidad
reflect.
de reflejar.
And the thing that what caught my attention is that he walked with Christ.
Lo que me llamó la atención es que él caminó con
He
Cristo.
walked close with Christ.
Él caminó cerca de Cristo.
But even to the end,
Hasta el
he
final.
didn't realize who he was
Él
walking
no
with.
realizó, no supo
He didn't know who he
realmente
was.
era
He
Cristo.
didn't know that he was the healer,
Él no sabía que era el sanador,
that he was our Savior,
que era nuestro Salvador,
that He can forgive us,
que nos perdona,
that He can forgive our
que
trespasses.
nos perdona todo.
And He still decided to what? To end His life.
Y Él decidió terminar con su vida.
That's just existing.
Eso es solo existir.
And then we have Peter
Y ahí tenemos a Pedro
walking with Him.
caminando con
And
él.
He denied Him,
Y lo negó,
right?
¿verdad?
But then what? At the end,
Pero
He realized that He
al último,
was Jesus.
Él realizó que Él era Cristo.
And what did He do? Out of Him, what? 3,000 people have the Holy Spirit. More than people.
¿Qué pasó? 3,000 personas tenían.
And that is living, that you become an example.
Y eso es un espíritu.
That you, even in your even if falling out of God's grace,
Aunque tú salgas de la casa del Señor,
He will pick you up.
Él te levanta.
And He will use you.
Y Él te usa.
And He will use you to pick up people,
Y Él te va a levantar.
to be a
te va a
blessing to
levantar
people.
gente.
So are you ready to do that?
¿Estás listo hoy?
This church is going to explode.
Esta iglesia va a
Look
explotar.
at this. Look at how many people came today. And I know
Yo sé
that you have people that you know
que tú tienes
that need to hear
personas
God's word. Que necesita escuchar la palabra de Dios. I know you do.
Yo sé que sí.
And I know that God has put people in your heart.
Yo sé que Dios ha puesto personas en tu corazón.
And sometimes you have that word and you don't know how to let it go.
Tal vez, muchas veces tienes esa palabra y no la sabes sacar.
But you just let God speak to you.
Solo deja que Cristo
Let Him speak through you.
Déjalo que hable contigo.
Let your whole self be evidence of the glory of God in you.
Dale toda la evidencia que es el Señor.
And when they don't receive it, if they don't receive it,
Si ellos no lo reciben,
they're not coming against you.
no vienen contra
They're coming
ti.
against the one that's in you.
Vienen contra el
And you're coming directly to the one that gave you life, the one that gave you provision,
Que te dio la
the one that
provisión.
took you out of the pit, el que te sacó del pozo,
Amén.
el que transformó tu vida.
Amén. Te va a transform your
And
life.
that there's no way to repay him for what He's done.
Que no hay cómo agradecerle.
Are you ready to be that awakened church?
¿Estás listo para hacer esta
To wake
iglesia?
up,
Que despierte,
to move, to walk,
que camine,
knowing that you're a daughter and son of the mighty King?
sabiendo que eres un hijo de Cristo.